11/11, 13th of January 2026. I still didn't sleep hard enough. Woke up to sound outside that now has like stopped. I have earplugs in too, so it's like, are they seriously trying to like wake me up? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like someone's like, hey, wake up. You slept for 2 fucking hours. Wake up. Here, have another panic attack. Wake up. Like, we want to make sure you're nice and fucking like brain drained. We never gave a fuck what you ever did or said. Weren't supposed to be stalking your room anyway, but we never cared either. Like, yet how dare you? What? Because I wasn't streaming online the whole time. Like, you started 2020. I didn't have the computer. I didn't have the internet access. I didn't have the data plan. I didn't have the even like a TikTok. I didn't have a Twitch. I didn't before the end of 2022 after my dad died. There was like, yeah, you can't say that like, yeah, this shit started in 2020. I've had a blog since I was like 15, but nobody read it. Like, it's like, dude, I don't have enough food to be like awake right now. You know? I have to pee. Blog. Yeah, it's been. The blog itself says I've officially had an account since 2008. I don't know why, because I know we made these since December of 2008. 273 profile since 2008. I mean, that's almost how many fucking years ago? Like 20? Uh, uh, yeah, like 17, 18 years ago or something. Because if you go from December to December and like 60, 70 something views, 70,000 something views, it's almost 20 years. Yeah. Now they're doing, yeah, they're just doing random like bullshit again. I mean, they do it every day, and then you say so, and yeah, it doesn't. But it's fucked up. The dialogue goes through my mind of like, we want you to know why we all are in some shit that like makes us seem like assholes by like trying to force you to like be in some shit that you wouldn't want to be in. That like that's the game to like we take you're supposed to get turned into something you never want to be, and then we laugh at you. Ha ha ha. How they have time, money, energy to like fucking do like they're the military. They're not actively going to war. They sit around and collect a fucking check and run exercises waiting to like kill somebody. I mean, let's try to blame random civilians. Yeah, just CIA, FBI, military, fire department, police. That has to be like, yeah, they collect a paycheck and have nothing else to do then. If I guess right, will you go away? Like, how else do you pay to just do nothing but be mean all the time? Like, no, we want you to guess something else. You can't be right. Like, what? Yeah, we had all these bad assumptions we make about people. We have to try to make them real because we were wrong. Like, if we thought you were an asshole, we have to make you seem like an asshole, even though you weren't an asshole at all. We were just wrong. Is that the fucking game? Like, yeah, things hurt and that did not hurt. Trading off levels of pain. Yeah. I feel like I had a better point to make than that, but I lost it for a second. Well, the idea that people have been stalking my room since 2020, before I had shit. Like when I was just recording myself talking to myself as notes, like for writing purposes. I didn't start streaming every day till like November of 2024 ish. Like I've tried a few times before that, but like it made it like an everyday thing. Um, yeah, calling it like a peaceful protest and stuff. And then I have an archive that goes back to March. I don't know why it doesn't go back to November. I must not have figured out how to like use OBS. I don't know why I don't really remember like the timeline there. But once I yeah, got OBS and that's why this was like such bullshit. something went wrong. Now it's not even there. Seriously? Okay. And you go to streams. This thing should have been filled in all the way back to November. So it's like somebody blocked me somehow. Like my internet wasn't even like streaming out. Even I did this every single day. And yeah, because I thought they would do something fucked up to me and there wouldn't even be like, I mean, yeah, like literally held in a stress position about eviction since November of 2024. Now it's January of 2026. And yeah, it's like they've been doing this, it's like a slow murder thing for years. Cause like they made me worried about eviction since college. I mean, that's when I was like, that's not what I wanted to click on. Get worried about it since college. Been, just like I thought regular surviving, finding a way to pay the rent, always managed to pay the rent. No one was signing me up for assistance programs I probably qualified for fucking years ago. Just like they didn't tell me how to get like food from the pantry and all this other shit. Yeah, maybe they thought you had money because you didn't know yourself. Like, because if you had grown up with your family, you probably would have gone to like a pantry or something. Ever. My dad didn't do that. He was on food stamps. But yeah, I could see where like, oh, they don't know where the pantry is themselves or to look it up. Like they must be stupid college kids that never had it bad or something. Which isn't true. Yeah, my ex was homeless or something, living on somebody's couch for a period of time. Like, I remember him telling me that. He wasn't like doing it by himself. Yeah. Why isn't it fucking loading? Anyway, and then like we broke up, he moved out. I paid the rent alone, obviously, because I lived alone. And then they gave me a no cause termination of lease, which you can't do anymore. Like it would have been against the law now. Yeah, still, because it was I have no idea why the fuck they did that. Somebody said there was a 40% chance it was the doing of somebody that lived in the building that, like, didn't like me. Yeah, thanks for sticking up for me. They put me through hell for 3 months, the person that told me that. So, I mean, did they even give a fuck about me? I'll never know. And then, I moved in here, and I've lived here since 2015. And was just paying rent until 2020. And then there was assistance programs. Then my dad died. And for like a year and a half, I paid with the money from when my dad died. Again, did that make them think I had money or something? Because I should have still been getting help. Like, and then the money ran out. I got back on food stamps, trying to apply for disability because, yeah, my body deteriorated from 2020 through. There was a medical event in May of 2022. I would have gone to see a doctor if I could have left the house. It was horrific and really scary. Yeah, the tooth falling out, all these other, like, I broke my ankle at some point, like painful experiences. That thing that happened in my back was the worst pain ever. And it lasted for days. And, like, I thought I was going to die. I think I had an aortic aneurysm. I'm not sure. And to, like, when I get really stressed out and I'm like, there's something like squeezing in my back, I think that's what it is. But it's just a guess. It's terrifying. Like, and yeah, body just isn't doing stuff. And then they gas my unit with all this other shit. Like, it's definitely, you could tell the change in my voice. There, it showed up. That's under this account. I switched accounts when I found out this wasn't even like logging my stuff. I probably should save this just in case it doesn't work at some point. That looks horrible. Um, Better. And yeah, it gives totally different information about how many people are ever watching your stuff. And yeah, I think someone just wants to pretend now that like anybody was ever, you weren't stuck in some fucking bullshit limbo where it was like a stalker or nobody. Like, as opposed to, no, you actually like you should be wanting to gain motion, and the stream should be getting better and like better produced and like with more focused things to say. Like, no, I get worried that somebody is just trying to like fuck me over. They want to make some, they'd rather make a case to try to get people off the internet. And then you have no fucking, it's like isolating you in a basement of life. No way to talk to anybody, no way to get your story out, no way to connect to anybody. Whether they were supposed to care or not isn't really the point. Like, there's just no chance. Try to make you think that you shouldn't even be online. It's like a form of terrorism. Yeah, the way my Reddit account was bombed. Um, I've had the account for 13 years. Yeah, you search in Google, that's all that comes up. You search my um, Reddit, like my other screen name that I made again because of this. Like, And that's me, that's me, that's me. At least the first three. Yeah, it has my little character, cat in a tardigrade. But this is like missing, and it's been online for 13 years. I still have the account, which also makes it even more like, yeah, whatever shadow banned is supposed to mean. 13 years. 8,794 karma. I've done Secret Santa before. I don't know why the date here is fucked up. Yeah, it's like nobody can see your shit. Nobody can. They made me invisible. And then, how was I supposed to ask for help? This is like where I would go. You needed to, it's like screaming in the town square or something, like of life. No, you shouldn't trust anybody that's like, you can't talk to people besides us. I don't want to talk to you then. You're who I don't want to talk to. This is scary for me. And yes, I keep almost every time I do a stream, my speaker gets shut off at some point. This is a really long stream. I just let it run today. Like, why not? And I mean, it's run for hours with the binaural beats playing uninterrupted. That's how it is. It'll run uninterrupted. Like, and then somebody somehow shuts my fucking speaker off. Like, yeah, I imagine them with a remote or something. But I don't know. It's 4 months old. There's the thing to like switch accounts or something. It's fine, whatever. Yeah, things being removed by the Reddit filters, even on this one. Sorry, 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 sorry. Removed. Sorry. Like, I couldn't even get my music out. I mean, of all the things that got saved, I guess this is like a good thing that because this happened. Some girl was running down the street with a blanket wrapped around her. Back in 2020. What else do you want? The when you search for what you get instead. And, I guess this. I don't know how that screenshots it. Yeah, what was that? Negative 47 fucking. Everyone deserves a real good friend. The point was to connect with isolated people. I got negative 65. That is a big part of the problem. My body felt deteriorated. Negative 57. And yeah, all these shit. Well, don't live in fear. You can't care. Like, put your brain back in the position it was always in about your sensibilities with the internet. Because otherwise, it's like, it's like making someone commit suicide. Like, and you'll just be taking yourself off of life's journey or something in an effort to, like, protect yourself. No, like, sorry, it's too dangerous for you to, like, exist. You just should die for the sake of, like, I don't think this is gonna look right. It was cropped because it was too big. I should have known. Let's see. Like, it didn't even do it. It's like nothing. It's annoying. It's not okay. No, it's not okay. Yeah, there's sensitivity to light right now. I got, like, gassed in my apartment. Plain and simple. Like they were burning shit. It fucked with me, and it's still like fucking with me. Oh, that sound shit is gone and stopped. Yeah. This one's- I think I have already taken that. Is it? Is it weird? And then the other one, why is it not showing? Also, the same thing happened. This one learned about the bystander effect. Yeah, I mean, for fuck's sake, like, whose idea of a joke was this? They gave the teachers meth. What are you gonna? Just joking. There will be no more eviction notices coming your way. There's no like trick in that. Like, and then I mean, I need some to. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna run out of naproxen though. I can take naproxen. I don't really have like anything but um, that bean mix and rice to eat. I have some protein drinks left. I didn't know what the fuck to expect of like anything. Well, keeping track, like that to me, that's all science. What you're eating, how much, when, like it's science. Um, you want to keep track of like your biofunctions, or however you want to put it. Just as a person. Um, what made you, yeah, it helps you think better, prove the point that like you need food, or like you can't expect much of people. They didn't even have enough food. Like, oh, yeah, it feels like weird. Don't know what to expect. My eyes are fucked by like sensitive. It seems like a waste to try to go back to sleep now that I'm awake again. I might as well try to make this. Yeah, everything, housing, healthcare, education, and food. The person was political. Every single thing you talk about, every single thing you do is like a human rights thing. It's not far removed. Now someone is making banging noises. Yeah. Come on, we know what the right answer is. We just need to pretend there's a resistance to it. We think that's what makes a story. There has to be resistance and tension and fuck your goddamn story, bro. Like, yeah, I guess. It's like, see, they gave everybody everything they needed. They left you out. That, or there's, no, everybody's dead, actually. Like, they thought they were putting the world to sleep, and then they were gonna all commit mass suicide after. Like, only to be obviously, like, replaced with uh, all the people that didn't do that. Like, I know there's constantly this, like, somebody wants you to feel like you need to say why you should live here. And they want to talk about territories and right to do, live, and be. And man, like, we needed extraterrestrials to just show up and be like, bro, shut up. Like, stop being a dick. And then, like, yeah, I say extraterrestrials, you say God, whatever. Like, is this a good sign or a bad sign? Management emailed me back today. The fact that this is not connecting is really scary. Like, why? I'm a human being and I've got like 30,000 things I could talk about. There isn't really like a priority. Like, genocide seems like always like That's the worst thing that is ever going on. And it's gonna encompass like everybody's shit. And then everything else is like a dispersion of sub chapters under that. Yeah, like everything is or fuck genocide at the top, and then like housing, healthcare, education, and food, identities, and the good stuff, the bad stuff, the are they burning something again? You gotta be fucking kidding. Go away. But either it's always just your fucking neighbor. The same lady, like, forever. Or, like, they leave in the winter and someone else fucks with you. And then they come back and then they fuck with you. And they just trade off fucking with you. Like, what other option is there? It seems more likely it is always just something connected to the neighbor. They want you to think it's about fucking that royal lady. Why is it? You're just trying to make me look crazy and stupid. Why would I just automatically assume that it's like, because they have the same fucking last name? I'm not related to people with the same fucking last name. I've never met a bunch of people with the same fucking last name. Like, you might as well not exist to each other. Even if you were related. Who cares? I never knew them. Yeah, my dad's or my mom's. Like, I grew up at Milton Hershey School. Am I supposed to change my fucking name to Hershey? Like, when are you gonna get the point? Like, yeah, and I mean, I was like a really good student and a really big pain in the ass at the same time. Like, because of religion stuff, mostly. This isn't working. You know what? Maybe I just need to shut my fucking computer down and restart it then, because somebody's like fucking with my life. It smells like burning stuff. How do you much is it like look, there were a bunch of dissidents here. They did a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with you actually. And these people just want to take it out on somebody. And they have been fucking with you for years on end because they wanted to fuck with the other people that were here and you don't even know them. You weren't there. They're retaliating against like someone else and taking it out on me.
you think? I mean, they had mostly like stopped the burning thing. I hate this. It's like they rotate. Here's a list of all the shit that they do, and they pick something and they rotate it. Like, you're supposed to write a narrative of what things are, and you have to say what we want you to say. And, like, who the fuck are you? Write your own stupid fucking story about what you decided everything was. Why are you using me to do it? No one will care just as much as if I fucking wrote something as you did. That's a fucking sick joke. What, was it more fun to, like, fuck with me than it was to just live your own fucking life? With your own fucking opinions? You just, like, wanted to make shit up for some reason. It must be some fucking, like, CIA tactic. Look, we have to make someone seem like a threat. They have to seem like a threat, and then we get to do fucked up things to the whole city. But, like, we weren't supposed to be fucking with the city, so now we have to reverse engineer that there was ever a threat, because there obviously wasn't. And we'll dress it up pretending that, like, someone gave a shit about you. Which is, like, really sick and manipulative. Why the fuck are you using me to do it? Yeah, I didn't know people well enough to know what the fuck they wanted. Having to guess is ruining my life. Whether they were so conservative that they would have destroyed Portland, or if they weren't that bad, this is somebody else. Like, yeah, every city has some shit that you really wouldn't want going on, and then a lot of shit that's like fine. It's not your business to, like, judge. And someone wanted to just be like, no, all of it. It's just gonna be a IKEA fucking hotel with a store. You're not even supposed to live here. Yeah, we'll leave Saturday's market just to seem like we're still quirky and artsy. But they just want a big mall. Right. I mean, downtown literally is a big outdoor mall. Like everything around Pioneer Square is a mall. It just doesn't have like a roof the same way. I wonder who paid to like tell you to go fuck yourself. Yeah, mall and like the courthouse, hotels, and then it runs into that college campus. Like if you go far enough up the street. Well, you should have written the world's best essay about whatever 21st century anarchy is. Why don't you just follow that thing on Facebook? That's like the most that I ever did. See what they have to say. You got like 20 million people that probably had some shit to say. That's all. That's literally the like no one in my life was even like talking about anarchy and like a really. This is the like I just followed them on Facebook. Go do some interviews. They do have a grant open actually. Wait. For what? Yeah, that's nice and everything, but like I feel like I need like $10,000 or it's not gonna even fucking matter. Yeah, it's literally just to hand it over to the landlord. But here's a cool thing for someone that like yeah, that's why I need rent assistance. Like the kind that is supposed to just pay. Oh, rep for it's supposed to pay past due and future 1 month. That's what I need. And it's closed again. Won't open till the first. I don't think it opened in the first place, honestly, for January. Like, yeah, it was 7 o'clock in the morning, and it said the same. Click for application. You put in your email address, and it says you need a work or school thing to even sign in. And I can't, how many times I have directly asked, like, what's this? Well, it's not working. And like, they didn't say anything back. So either like when there's applications open, that message goes away, or like it's always like that. And you like literally can't even fucking apply. So yeah, somehow if I hold on for dear life until February 1st, and then my landlord will get her money. Which is it the landlord or is it the property manager? Who's actually getting the fucking money, Laura? says like my imaginary Obama in my ear. Like, yeah, sure, Obama and Bernie Sanders show up and they're like, well, it kind of like, yeah, I thought of that earlier. Like, you should, it's like a duo. You should say both of them. Because, like, as much as you loved Obama, he also didn't push the things that Bernie Sanders was pushing. Bernie Sanders' platform was literally housing, healthcare, education, and food. Like, it's universal human rights. That was his original, like, 2016 through 2020 platform. He's still alive. Why couldn't he possibly, like, win the future you deserve? Yeah, like, it makes me want to cry because I also feel like genocide was absolutely committed and they're never going to talk about it. They are never going to openly be like, yeah, this is fucked. This was fucked. Oh, they should have updated the numbers too. It went up. 260 people died in the last week. 1,077 in the last month. Reported as of the 27th of December. The idea, they're gonna make you fucking homeless and do everything again, and you'll die of COVID outside just like they did to everybody, and you couldn't stop or warn anybody. You couldn't, like, make it very clear that that must be part of something that happened. Yeah, you couldn't say more than I've already said. And yeah, you should have gone stronger about it. Okay, how do I go stronger about it? Like, but yet you're living in the shadow of whatever the fuck this is. That's why I'm inside. And then people fucking abusing you since you've been medically isolated. Like, I'm, yeah, scared. People really think they own you or something. And they'll, like, watch you die. And, like, yeah, my brain is, I feel so dehydrated. I mean, I didn't have as much caffeine today as I normally do. Well, I don't want to, like, load up on caffeine then. Because if it gets that bad, you need to give your brain a break. Or it just doesn't, the coffee doesn't work. Like, I also, these caffeine packets. No, it's not taking into account, like, I am a smart person. I, but, like, I'm a human, and I don't. That you're supposed to function like a fucking robot or something. Yeah, I just. Someone's just always trying to figure out how to get you to keep talking, I think. How to get her to respond, get her to say stuff. The more like hyped up and crazy her response is too, the funnier it is. It doesn't matter if you didn't have like a concept in mind right that second or hadn't formed your own opinion yet. Just like talk to soothe yourself and like I'm not doing a thing to accomplish a thing. Like I'm just saving shit. And then I think that's a protest. Like the fact that I'm like it's like an archive protest. It's a stream of consciousness protest. It's like this shit is wrong. Someone's got to remember it. I do not consent. Like that's about it. It's not in order to XYZ. Like yeah, like the idea that you should have been able to reach more people that weren't in on a scam that then we're going to be able to like change something positively. But that feels so like I'm like really jaded of that idea. There's no sense of you get one or two people, they say something kind of fucked up and then they leave. One person donated to my GoFundMe once. I got one donation for and like a weird amount, like $56. Well, yeah, just it's fine. I mean, yeah, I'm grateful because it like that's what I survive on. It's how I pay my internet bill. Like, but like, yeah, not 50, not 60, like 56. Like, which yeah makes it seem like they sent you whatever they had or something, and they only I don't know. Like, that's kind of sad actually. Yeah, don't go breaking yourself if you don't have shit. It's just I don't know who the person is. Yeah. It was nice though. But yeah, one time I got a donation um, through here. Um, yeah, that when I first started, it was like I'm gonna play video games and talk about the news and be one of these cute little fucking people that exist, and I'll pay my rent that way. You know, that was like the you can't even see the game she's playing. It's just the hello, I'm cute and my life is cute. She's just doing her day, budgets and existing, and has a bookshelf of stuff. Yeah, that's incredible. Like, what a good example. Um, has a rainbow keyboard. Why is it like Well, my life looks like shit because my neighbors are stalking me and I can't just like take care of my shit like I would. Like, this is not my fault. And then I'm constantly like being threatened with eviction. What the fuck? The level of depression is so. So yeah, this is one like someone playing a video game. Productivity video game. Is that a Harry Potter game? They look like they're like flat or something. That looks kind of cool. Everything is purple. Looks like Nazis and stuff. Talking. Yeah, 700 viewers, 3,000 viewers. 29. It's just like live stream of their house or something. They have a race car bed. $588 playing Marvel Rivals. 1,000 playing Minecraft. Yeah, be back to the beginning again. How many people are 1,000 people are watching her like do a task list? Right, it's one of those, if everybody donates $1, you could have more than paid your rent every month. Like, just $1 for just like watching the fucking stream. So yeah, this was not like a stupid. Oh, you're so dumb. Why would you think that you could have like survived streaming? Are you kidding me? And it never worked out. Yeah, they turned me into like, how many times anybody might have like watched my stream and they saw someone like screaming, "Fuck you, get out of my room," to nobody, like because someone was gassing the apartment or blasting it with something. Like, it's like the joke was to make you look like an idiot on camera over and over again. That was it. Like, yeah, why are you so designatedly hated? I've never known somebody. It's not like I pissed off somebody that's part of like an internet community that I know of. I think I might have pissed off somebody that's like, I don't know, part of the trades. They might have like a bro cult of their own, maybe, and they might hate my guts. But they weren't like on the internet. They were not. I guess they could have gotten connected to it, but I never saw them with like a computer in their hand besides their phone. Like, yeah, there was one kid that played League of Legends. Like, when me and my ex-boyfriend were out for work, they would be in our room playing League of Legends. And it kind of bothered me. I mean, it was their friend. I guess it's fine. Yeah, but I mean, it did kind of bother me. It's still kind of like, feels like something's weird about that. Um, well, it, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm trying not to be a bitch about it. It was a long fucking time ago, but they would be in there playing that all day while we were at work. Um, and that's probably the most like connected to something person I can think of. Like, if somebody else had a secret internet life, I didn't know about it, where they had like a stream or played games or anything. Yeah, I want to take it as a good sign that management asked me to send them copies of the paperwork I filled out to get assistance. And they did not respond with an email that said, what are you doing? We were gonna like kick your ass out of here. You know, they responded with like assistance program stuff. I want to cry. I'm really hungry. I'm really scared. I feel kind of like poisoned, like physically by something they've been burning. So, like, do I feel better in a sense because there is some sense of relief? Or no, these people just gassed me with some shit. And now I can't even, like, feel my feelings the right way. Like, I should be extremely scared. I don't, yeah, I still am scared. Just like as if it's all just manifesting as pressure inside of my sinuses instead of, yeah, where it normally is in my body. Which, yeah, I guess it's like if you get too scared and tense, your organs are shutting down. So, like, but again, it's like, okay, so you're saying that somebody like drugged your apartment to calm you down while they get ready to evict you? That's like really like concerning. Well, is it drugged or is it just they just burned some shit and it got, who knows what the fuck it is, and it got into my, cuz well, the light sensitivity thing. I don't feel stoned. Yeah, I feel like immense pressure in my head. Like, and yeah, sleepiness. A little bit, yeah, if they had taken olanzapine and clonidine or whatever, these like sedative, if they had turned it into like an aerosol and then made you inhale it. Kind of reminds me of that. Like, which is medicine that I should have never been given. It's like they tested it out on me. Effexor didn't have that kind of like, it's almost like you didn't know you were taking it until you weren't taking it. And then you get like weird cold blood stuff and zappy head stuff. But it like didn't have an actual effect when you took it. And I was on that for 2.5 years. For PTSD, depression, and anxiety. Like, I feel like you don't even have to say the depression and anxiety part. The PTSD part is the main thing. Fuck 1955, 85, and 2025. Yeah, getting people into a position of having like a nervous breakdown and then making fun of them seems like that's how some people make their money. You're like a client and they got a client and they're doing the same capitalism shit in the mental health world instead of like, oh my God, stop. Now I'm really hungry. Yeah. I don't have any ramen left. Right. Because, like, don't think you're special. Don't think you're the only one. Don't think, like, never, yeah, let somebody make you, like, centered that way and like some narrative of the world or something. That's like gotta be a trick. Well, like, oh my God, it feels like somebody, they wanted you to think you were dead. And then they wanted to take advantage of you in this like mental state where somebody thinks that they're in the afterlife. And then, you know, they do warped shit to you because like you don't have a grip on objective reality anymore. And then the thought of like, is my life story that weird? And then that's why it's like, never think you're special. You're never the only one. It's never like, oh, please. Like, I mean, what do you want? That there's better and there's worse stories and there's crazier shit and there's always, always something like you just didn't know about. Right? Imagine that Nestle has a school and they don't even talk about it. Like, and it's even like crazier than anything you've ever like. Right, somebody just dismissing your whole life and shoving something else there has been kind of a constant pattern, so I don't mean to discount myself. It's like that's what someone else has always done. But yeah, just take everything I've ever lived through and then have them make fun of that and then push something that's like amplified. I worry that I'm having like a neurological. That didn't even go through on the microphone. If I hold the microphone though, it's not gonna. It's got a short in it or something. We don't live in Soylent Green. That's not the episode of Twilight Mirror Limits that we're watching. if my if there was like a screen in front of my face and you could just see like, because it's like I don't have, it's too much to do all at once and type it into the fucking computer right this second. Like, you want the mayor saying that they were going to send everybody home, and you want the that image of departures, and then the image of like the shelter beds that they paid for. There's just like 200 people in a fucking room. Um, yeah, more or less like crammed together in like as many beds as they could fit in a fucking one space. You know, I've been medically isolated for years on end. If it wasn't uncomfortable as it is, like that's like fucked up. You talk about shelter cough. You talk like it's like you're gonna fucking kill me. You are going to fucking murder me, even and then play it off like I just got sick. I'm not staying in that fucking shelter. And then it comes down to like, well, you better kill yourself before they fucking remove you from the unit. No. No, you're not gonna convince me that it's like a boot camp and I just need to be tough and get through some shit. Get the fuck off me. My speakers got stuck. Yeah, there's a 24-hour long fucking recording and like, yeah, as if to say, come on, I'm bored. And then there goes a fucking motor sound outside. the mayor walking around Old Town talking about sweeps and how there was a whole community of people here that would have never let you have sweeps. Would have been so fucking opposed. And they're like, you don't hear them, you don't see them, it's like they're missing. Yeah, the idea of they'll never admit they forced people into homelessness. But so it's just like people ended up homeless and then even being pushed out of the like safe rest villages and stuff. Yeah, what's supposed to happen after that? You just die? What happened to that $21 million? Right, it's in limbo. They haven't. They're busy trying to elect a. See, I would pull up my phone thing and do stuff on my phone, but it's not working. But they're trying to elect a. Yeah, my head feels like it weighs 10,000 pounds. I can't sit up. Um, they're trying to elect a new president of the city council, and who knows how many things away they are from ever talking about what they do with that $21 million. Street Roots is right next door. Like, yeah, all of the publications, the Mercury, Willamette Week, Street Roots, how the fuck didn't they solve all the problems like just by themselves even? Because they have all the words. If my like biggest asset myself personally is having words to put to things, then like I mean they had the language and the citations to back it up. And it just like yeah, Democracy Now comes to mind. They've been doing that for 25 fucking years. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights is 77 years old. And you just needed the words. I don't know. Like they're seriously shuffling out people they don't like until they end up with like a generation that's cleansed or some bullshit. Like endless wars, endless. It's genocide shit. And yet, is there somewhere on the planet they send people and they live with universal human rights? They want to make everybody fight for it and then pass on the fight or something. That's the legacy, that's the inheritance. It's the fight for human rights. Clawing your fucking way through civil rights and basic shit and having this like delusional notion that people would take things for granted if you just helped them out. Like no, they should be fucking damaged physically and mentally because they didn't even have the nutrients they needed and they can't even talk about stuff. That's what you should do. Until they like fucking died. And then award somebody some basic notion of rights just to take it away again. Like, that's what you should do. Yeah, sometimes it's like, dude, the planet is run by somebody who would just show up and murder you if they wanted to. And you kind of make them feel bad because you're like, you're not supposed to do that. And at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you imagine like a funnel maybe with the big end being like the general population, and they send you through this funnel in life and try to like warp you to fit in until it comes out the end where you're like this guy that runs everybody's shit, and he's a total fucking asshole. And they literally are trying to turn you into an asshole too. And the closer you get to like some sense of power, and that's why it's like, because it's run by an asshole. Straight up just punched him in the face. Yep. For the billionth fucking time. You can't just do this shit. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be over there with it's like it's go there to get beat up by the cops. Like they're practicing on you. Like, head talks. Oh my god, it has to be the meanest thing that people encouraged. What is wrong? Like I mean, it's one thing for you to like have a crush on somebody. People like were literally encouraging this. Oh yeah, to all the guys. Thanks for preparing me for all the guys. Oh, you know the song. Because I was never gonna be so delusional to think somebody liked me. Like, ever again. A good alternative to breathwork is screaming. Oh, pretend there's. I had something to lose. There was a contract to be a rock star, and that I've already explained. I mean, if that was ever genuinely offered, I wouldn't want it to be a contract obligated artist that, like, you're gonna just fucking, like, make me make shit that sucks. And then, like, it's like everyone in the world has said, like, that's what ruined their art. I mean, I just want to make the stuff that I would make when I make it. And I would, and try to, like, I never wanted to be, like, bound by some asshole who wants to play devil or something. Like, and you're like, oh, but there was supposed to be money about it. Yeah, you trap everyone, you make them fucking poor as shit, and then you think you're gonna fucking ruin their life because of money. And at that, yeah, I mean, I'll just die outside, you know? What was there to do? Just be your bitch? Yeah, the imagined formula. You take an artist, you deliberately make them as poor as possible, especially if they got something going for them. Especially if you thought their, like, shit actually might have, like, meant anything to anybody, and then you try to own their shit by owning them. And you also tried, and I mean, if it's like the CIA level crap, they don't want you to say certain things. They don't want you to fucking have, like, ideas out there that are, like, catchy and musical that fucking might, like, upend whatever the fuck they're trying to do. So they'll make sure that they fucking, like, gatekeep and pick and choose whatever the fuck you could say. That's why everybody has all these fucking bullshit songs that don't mean anything. Oh my god, especially if they would have had something to say otherwise. Just, like, stick them with bullshit. But hey, you needed the money. Like, was the internet ever real? Because I feel like people would have loved my shit in some imagined internet before 2020. Like the internet was real for a while. Like back when there was Stumble Upon. They took Stumble Upon away. You used to be able to press a button and get a random internet page. You could do it by, like, topics or just totally random. And, like, that was a way to find stuff that you would have never found. And yeah, something started dying when they fucked that up. When did Stumble Upon shut down? June 30th, 2018. Users and service transitioned to some shit called Mix that isn't the same. Close the popular discovery engine after 16 years. So yeah, sometime after like 2018. Oh, he's the founder of Uber. Why did you do this? I've tried to use Mix. It's totally not the same thing. It's like, and it's a pain in the ass. Like, it doesn't even work or something. I haven't gotten it to do what Stumble Upon used to do. I remember I get pissed off every time I've tried to use it. I'm trying to do it again to see, like, it's, yeah, it's got a for you setup. Like, it's like TikTok a little bit. Images, videos, GIFs, or articles. Not just like random page, random page. Yeah, they're not really web pages at all. They're like, I guess it's an alternative to TikTok. Cat. Something feels sad about it. TikTok has this, like, I don't know why. I mean, I think it's just the association. Like, it's the new thing, and everybody uses it, and you feel like connected, different. Somebody says some bullshit about being humbled, and this is literally the picture. Oh, you should be humble. You should be like, don't just be living in your own skin and like having like a life. No, you should be some other warped person's idea of humbled. What happened to this guy? It looked like he has an aneurysm. He's not choking, is he? What the fuck? It looked like he had an aneurysm. And then they're trying to give him the Heimlich maneuver. What the? That just didn't even make any sense. Had a name here, whatever. He passed out. Like, he wasn't like. 22 emotions people feel but can't explain. Sonder, realization each passerby has a life as vivid and complex as your own. Opia, ambiguous intensity of looking someone in the eye which can feel simultaneously invasive and vulnerable. Monochopsis. Chopsis. Subtle but persistent feeling of being out of place. Ennuyement. You're in the future, stuff's turned out, but you can't tell your past. This is kind of fun. I mean, just describe a situation and put a word on it. Like, uh, Joska, a hypothetical conversation that you compulsively play out in your head. Thank you for that one. Yeah. I love, like, all of the support that I am not crazy by anybody's definition, and it was like a mean psychological attack to, like, pretend that you were. For the sake of, like, making a joke or something. Like, kittens. Grant cash advance. Nope. I seriously need something that's like, we will give your landlord $10,000. Yeah, for what? In exchange for what? Like, right, that's how we try to own people. We completely ripped you off. We completely drained you of all resources. And we were gonna try to, like, force you at a bargain price to, like, do shit for somebody. I want money to die. Like, I really, really, yeah, it's the perfect way to put it. I want money to die. I want money to die. And it's like, dude, that's only gonna fucking kill poor people. The only people, if you have money die, the only people living now, like, own their own farm or something. Everyone else is fucked. Like, yeah, then they're just gonna own people with carrots. Like, literally carrots. The world has always sucked, and everybody that had a way to know knew it. Like, it's never, it's been millions of people that knew the world sucked. They said it. They said it articulately. They said it with art. They said it in ways that should have been remembered way more than they seem to be. Like, they've said it. Yeah, you're just another person that knows it too. And it does. It sucks. Nice. I got an email from Pinterest. We removed one of your pins. Again, I mean, it doesn't. And then it has like a crisis line thing in it. Like, I can't even see what fucking pin it removed. I have no fucking idea. What the fuck? But as if to say, like, bitch, you better plug us. Are you kidding me? Yeah, apps where you just look at photos. I'm priceless. I wanted the world to be a better place. Like, what the fuck? thought process. You're living in the shadow of a genocide. The fact that you're alive, I mean, you might as well have died. And if you had, what the fuck? You're kidding me? Fuck this planet. Fuck what this planet did. Fuck whatever the idea of, like, they're just gonna carry on and pretend that never happened. It's just, it can't get better because it won't be addressed. Like, you'll just have kids that are born that didn't know what happened. And in a way, they're innocent, but like, yeah, it's definitely not their fault. They didn't fucking do this. They won't even know that it even occurred. But yeah, it's like asking someone that died in a hidden genocide what the fuck that they thought. You could, what? Here's how to give them, like, I don't even know what. Like, you're supposed to just run off now. It's a mistake that you're even alive, you know. You're lucky. Just, you just make some pretty music and write some stuff and make some art and but don't directly address the genocide that happened because then we're gonna ignore you and like and hope you die out on the street. And at this point, you have been put in the position to pretty much die out on the street because of said genocide. Yeah, by the time you're 70 something, maybe they fucking do it again. And then you end up homeless and dead at 70. Like, yeah, exactly. You think shit's warped and twisted now, just you wait. And someone expects to show up and be like, name a price. Yeah, the shit doesn't have fuck all to do with your goddamn money crap. Like, well, we took the time after all these years to just learn ways to insult you. So, you know, we try to make you feel bad because you made us feel bad because you're fucking right. Like, there is nothing that's going to really make the situation better, in a sense. We just wanted to own you more. And then, like, figure out how to do that to other people. And then we'll just do that forever. And they'll have this unknown group of people that own fucking everybody else. And they fucking do genocide shit. And, like, you can't stop them forever. Like, if the world ever had a chance of being a better place, it's like, you better hope some great grandkid is not down to clown. Like, it's like, you know, maybe we should stop this thing. Like, you know how they stopped slavery? At least, like, outright slavery. Like, you know, like, maybe we just won't do the cleanse purge thing this year, Grandma. Like, yeah, you know that thing where we'd like make everybody poor and take all their stuff, and then we kill them in homelessness and act like somehow it was their fault? Maybe we just stop doing that. Something feels a little bit, yeah, like this is just kind of deranged. I mean, it like yeah, the compounding interest of derangement. Am I still somebody I want to be in the equation? I guess so, though. Like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here to have like the best possible outcome. Yeah, with whatever is left to have an outcome, there will be a future. You killing yourself isn't gonna do shit for anybody. You wanting the world to explode doesn't really. There's gonna be a future. So, like, yeah, like with that in mind, what's the best possible outcome? And right, I am just a human. Like, does it make you seem stupid because now you're like lost on your phone, looking at pretty pictures of artsy things and food? I would show you on here, but it won't fucking connect. It's not connected.
could it possibly be doing where it won't connect my phone? Yeah, like I just need to restart everything, I guess. Oh my god, it's more than okay to cry. You literally have to sometimes. I think it does like a thing. An underestimated like biological thing. Everybody that tells you like they give you shit for something you just do like organically, they're a fucking idiot. Like I'm sick of the conversation about it. Yeah, sure, be, you know, yeah, up to a point. Whatever the fuck tough means. Sure. Don't lean into complaining about like don't, I guess that would be like an opposite thing. Like when someone's looking for like, I guess, I don't even know what words I'm looking for here. Like, I didn't even have a mom and they like want me to be their mom and they also expect their mom to like wipe their ass or something. Like, and I feel I don't think I do that to people. I just like have a moment. I'm by myself even. Like, how am I like imposing my shit on you? I'm just feeling my feelings. I'm not trying to get something from somebody. Right. Like let's say someone fucked up real bad and then they're like crying just so conveniently when like you're gonna be mad at them. I guess that would be like manipulative. Especially if it was like really legit. Like what the fuck?
Do you think it's weird that it doesn't work? Why would I have to restart my computer to make it work? And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I have to. It was a security update. Right, doesn't it? And I don't know, somebody would have talked about the banality of evil or something. Maybe. Um, I had somebody on the stream talk about it before. But yeah, to me, it's like I'm focusing on the idea of like why I mean, you're persistent. You just keep existing. You should keep existing. Like that's what life does. But there is something really demented about like the unacknowledged genocide, I guess. And I mean, well, now you know how all these different people have ever felt for that. Like they want the world to explode. Then I guess. What is the point of this entire fucking like situation you call life? You do the most horrific shit to people and then you pretend it never happened. And then you have a party on a yacht and they are starving. And you do it again and again and again. Like, fuck this. And then, but like acknowledging that the world will not explode, it won't stop. And I mean, it shouldn't really. Like, again, it's never somebody's fault who isn't even born yet. But it's also not like you're gonna go and teach those kids what the fuck in any way that like stops it. You'll teach them enough to get upset for human rights and then have your goon fuckers come in and smash their heads in and call it like a purge. And then they'll spend a whole generation raising more people that know more human rights stuff and then have like this purge fucking crap happen again. Yeah, race, class, sex, gender, age, ability, national origin. Whatever the fuck happened, some people decided they were on their own team, and these people were on humanity's team. And it seems like humanity's team got their ass kicked. And they always do. Because they don't have whatever the fuck their own team has. Weapons, an infrastructure, a mission to cleanse some shit that has been really hard to describe. Yeah, you talk about genocide. You talk about race, class, sex, gender, age, ability, national origin. You talk about universal human rights. You see people walking in the mall. Someone selling cheese for a year. A quote about being called a snowflake and it being from Fight Club, which actually kind of like does loop me. Oregon family of Minnesota woman killed by ICE releases statement. She had family in Oregon. Grew up on the Oregon coast. Died in 2023. They had a kid. What the fuck is going on? Like, why does it feel like the country is only like 5 states? Well, I'm in one of the most progressive parts of the fucking country. I really should have been happy here. At home. Belonging. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, do I not see how, like, the conversation went from ACAB to fuck ICE? Like, here's a subsection of the prison industrial complex. You can direct your energies towards them. No, you can never talk about the whole thing all at once. And did I, like, understand what was wrong with police before 2020? It would you have made a bad apples argument about it? Where are all the cops that could show up and say, like, my fucking captain, my coworker, my whoever is being a fascist? What, they should have started their own fucking, like, police group or something. The anti-fascist cops. And then maybe there would have been, like, I know there's people that didn't want that either. They want you to just not have anybody to call for help. So they expect you to just hate cops forever. So that there's no way you're ever going to, like, 20 years from now, there can't be someone smart worth calling for help. All of a sudden, there is, like, an awful fucking noise outside. You know, it's like the cops that want you to call the cops to stop the fucking cop that's fucking with you. I mean, these fucking people are hurting me, whoever the fuck they are. They have been straight up fucking hurting me. Well, I watch the fucking news. I watch the news. What have I ever done to you? I watch the fucking news. But the idea you'd have people, even like religious people, take this like solidarity thing about universal human rights. Like, we're not going to put people in slavery. We're not going to deny them their humanity. We're not going to make them force marry people. We're not going to take their kids. We're not going to let somebody be a fascist fucking like Nazi piece of shit. Like, we're not going to beat the crap out of people. Like, that's just acceptable response to protesting. We're not going to give you cancer. We're not going to plant things in an investigation. We're not going to try to like fucking do power tactics on anybody. We're not going to do COINTELPRO. No, that shit is not funny somehow. I mean, it literally was like, oh, you think you're in a democracy? Not if we beat the shit out of people to the point they can't talk anymore. How would we know that you didn't believe in whatever we're doing? You need to realize my brain feels like there's. I need to restart my computer. It's 1:42 a.m. 14th of January 2026. Universal human rights, everything is bullshit. It's not or every it's everything is bullshit.